I'm filming it because I realized because I wear glasses 24/7, you guys could see the reflection of the TV. It wasn't like, it was just like the Roku like screensaver, but still, that didn't look good. So today is going to be a story time. It's not like a horrible, oh my gosh, dramatic story time, but it was definitely something that made me like upset. So we were in Target because that's what moms do. And it was me, Jake, and Izzy, so it wasn't just me. And we had gotten Dunkin' Donuts because taller iced coffee between like what 1 to 6. Yes. Um, we got coffee. I drank mine. I get like a small because I know with Izzy I don't have time to drink all the caffeine in the world. So she was playing with my empty Dunkin' Donuts cup. It had the straw and like whatever, she's playing on it. And we were going through like the clothes section of Target, and this woman, random woman, we've never seen her, met her, know her a day in our life, walks up to us and thinks that she is about to talk down to me and Jake. She started trying to lecture us because Izzy, who was a year old at this point, I mean, she's still a year old, but this happened like a week or two ago. She's a year old. She's not like that little baby that, you can't let them have just empty cups or whatever because gas bubbles are really bad. I'm not saying that 1-year-olds don't get gas. Obviously she does, but she can burp herself, and she wasn't playing with the straw like that. She just liked holding the cup. This woman tracks us down and is like, you shouldn't let your baby play with that because they're going to get gas and they're going to get really sick and you're like essentially killing your kid. So Jake and I already knew it was going to be one of those people. This happened to my son when he was 8 months old. Now, Izzy looks a lot younger than she is. She doesn't have the hair, she's not very talkative. She does look younger. So I explained like, okay, well, my kid's a year old. Also, my kid, not yours. And I didn't say it in a mean way. I was just like, thanks. And then we tried to get away because we didn't have time for crazy. Now, for 30 minutes, this woman chased us down. We were trying to get away. We had the cart. We had stuff in the cart. I didn't want to abandon the cart. Next time I'm abandoning the cart, if there is a next time. But someone tracked us down for 30 minutes because she thought that what she had to say was so important. She felt she had the right to do that. Which I think is crazy. I will never, ever, ever come up to another woman whose child is just playing with something. And, when our child is playing with something, that means they're not wanting our attention. They're not wanting to scream and cry and throw fits. So, I don't think it was that big of a deal. I think that she just wanted to feel entitled because Jake and I are very young. I'm 24 now, and he's 23. But there's a lot younger of parents out there who I think are doing all great jobs. I think if you're a parent and you're there for your kid is happy and healthy, just enjoy it. Be on your way. Not a huge deal. But for the older generation, don't harass us in stores because it's not how you did it. Or you think we're doing something that's horribly wrong. I'm not one to give my opinion like that to people unsolicited at all. I did talk to a friend of mine who has a baby, and we were talking about, we'll share articles and tag each other in it, and it'll be like, oh, the car seat thing that came out like a few years ago. Now it's supposed to put the car seat on the carts. Unless it's like Walmart. Walmart does have carts that are not like the normal carts that you can put the car seat in and then it belt buckles over so your kid is safe. But that was like a really big thing that came out. And I know I don't say anything because it's not my place and I never will. Moms that still put the car seat on top of the cart, I'm like, but it's not my place. And I know I'm going to get like a little bit of a backlash for that. Like, oh, why don't you just inform them? Because it comes off rude. No matter how nicely you do it, it comes off rude. I don't see a lot of it anymore, though. I feel like a lot more parents are just putting the car seat in the big basket of the cart if they can't find the cart ones that actually have a, what is it called? Like it's not a base, but it's like a cradle type thing that you place car seat in. I don't see it a lot anymore, but I think that was my only big thing as far as parenting goes that you could do in public that is a taboo. But I still wouldn't like walk up to someone and not let them leave. Jake and I were obviously uncomfortable. Jake was looking at me the entire time, looking at me for what to do, like, this woman is not leaving us alone. But I just think it's crazy. And then I think it's crazy because if it was just Jake, you know, walking around and Izzy was playing with the cup, it probably would have just gone right over this woman's head. Because he's a dad, and it's the stupidest double standard in the world that if he goes out with Izzy and Izzy throws a fit or cries a little bit and he's like tending to her, he gets praised, but Izzy makes one little tiny cry with me and suddenly like it's horrible, it's awful, I need to learn how to control my kid. But then when we're together, we're that stupid young couple that doesn't know anything. So people feel like they have the balls to, you know, completely berate us, which is stupid. And then I think another time it was just me and Izzy, and we were in the Forever 21 line because I'm that person that still shops there, even though I'm a mom. We were in there and I was getting something and I had one item and this woman in front of us took like 20 minutes. Izzy was in the stroller and she was really good. And about the 18-minute mark, this woman had one item also. She had already checked out. She just would not stop talking to the cashier. And this is like an 80-year-old woman, so you wouldn't think that she'd have an issue with Izzy crying. But Izzy started to get fussy. And this woman turned around with the most hateful expression on her face and asked if I could shut that thing up. That's one time where my mama bear side did come out. I'm like, she has literally been patiently waiting for 18 minutes. She's a year old. I was surprised that she was waiting that long. She had a very long day. We were at a mall. And this woman tried to go off and tried to get the employees who didn't. They were so nice and they like, you know, cooed at Izzy and Izzy was giggling by the end of it. But she tried to get like the employees and the other customers to be like, yeah, kids shouldn't be allowed in here. It's just crazy how different Jake and I get treated together when we're with Izzy. I get treated by myself when I'm with Izzy, and then Jake by himself with Izzy is like praised. And that's so stupid. I'm so tired of these double standards. I just have to get that like off my chest because I know a lot of moms go through that. And girl, if your kid is throwing a fit in the middle of a grocery store and you've tried everything, I feel for you. I will never ever judge anything like that, especially when I know that parenthood can be overwhelming and it is very, very, very strenuous. And also, in the same respect, if there's a dad hanging out with this kid, I'm not gonna like praise him any more than I would a mom. Because you're parents, it's what you do. It doesn't make it special. Alright, I think that's the end of my story time, which turned into 2 story times, but I didn't want to do another one for the crazy Forever 21 lady. Alright guys, bye.